Hey guys, got the shelter going, got the fire going, and figured I'd just give you a quick shot of it. That reflector's working really good. It's actually really too hot this close to the fire. And that fire is about maybe 3 feet long and about 1.5 feet high. Oh, those flames are tipping out at about 2 feet high. But I just wanted to mention, and I didn't think about it, because this is why we practice, and I'm out of practice. But I should have put that reflector about another foot or two back. That way I have more room to play, because I kind of feel squeezed in, and I can't push the fire back. It's almost too hot. But it's working good. Everything's holding up so far. It's supposed to get down to about 38 tonight, so we'll see. On second thought, that reflector's working out pretty good. It should be, I think, ideally, if it was about 5 feet from the peak of the shelter there, that would be perfect. Right now it's about 4 feet, so it's just a little bit close. But it's nice and toasty. And once that fire dies down to a nice bed of coals, it should be just right. Try and get a shot of that reflector. Those little support beams are holding up nice. Just got to keep the fire away from them. Well, here it is. It's 11 at night. We started this shelter building at 7:30. Had the shelter finished by 9. Had a bunch of firewood. And we had the fire made, and we were kicking back by 9 o'clock. So an hour and a half. But I wanted to share the most important part of this whole thing with you, and that's just getting out, kicking back. I can't hear a car in the distance. I heard, all we hear is coyotes and whippoorwills and sounds of nature. The only light in the sky, which you can't see unless you get out here and do it yourself, is the crescent moon, the stars, and the light from the fire. Had to stoke it up a little bit just so you could see me. Probably can't see it, but I got my socks and washcloth drying over here, hanging on a pine bough, and all's good in MiWilderness land. Oh, that was nice. I made it through the whole night. Slept like a baby. Woke up to the sound of the rooster. Don't know if you can hear him off in the distance, but everything went great. 2 things I'd change. One would be move that reflector a good foot away from the fire, or a good foot further out from where it is, 5 feet instead of 4 feet. And then also no burning pine wood, because that stuff popped. We had to quit burning. I knew that would happen, but we're in a pine woods, so what can you do? We burned pine and maple all night. Once we got ready to actually go to sleep, we got rid of the pine and just used maple only. I wish we could find a nice oak, but didn't happen. Fire died out completely, and we were fine. Stayed nice and warm under the blanket. I kind of had to step away from the camp because I don't want to wake up Sleeping Beauty over there. But they always say that you should decide how much wood you need and then gather 5 times as much to make sure you have enough. So I'll give you guys an idea of how much wood it took to keep a flame sustained for 8 hours, enough to provide really good heat and light for the shelter. We have all these maples, and a lot of them are dead standing. They're between this size and this size. They're anywhere from 10 to 20 feet tall. We gathered probably 75 of those, and after an 8-hour fire we have maybe 10 left. So that should give you a real good idea of how much maple wood you would need anyway to make it through an 8-hour period. Thought that would be an important thing to mention. I'm kind of not into the facts and the data of it, this whole experience, but more out here to just enjoy it. But since I'm doing it, and since I haven't really got a chance to do a camping or shelter video on my channel since I started it, I thought it'd be a good opportunity to you know, go through these things in my head and see if it matches up to what the books say. And you know, pretty much, you know, that was probably, well, I knew how much wood I needed, but I understand the get 5 times as much mentality, but it takes a lot of wood, put it that way. And I think it's important to mention for anybody who's thinking about doing this. It got down to about 40 degrees last night. It was supposed to get down to 38. We had clear skies all night long, light winds, stars and moon were out. Woke up this morning to red sky at dawn. So, you know, I've already looked at the weather report, but if I didn't have the weather report, I'd know we were going to get rain today because we got red skies in the morning. We didn't have red skies last night, so we're not going to have a fair day today. Doesn't mean it's going to be bad, it just means we're going to get rain. But that's a good thing because we're out here hunting morels, and that's what they need. They need 60 degrees in the day, 40 degrees at night, and lots of rain. It started raining. I got up this morning, put the bacon on, it started raining. But we made it all through the night. Just sitting here, finishing up last of the bacon. Had to bring the iron skillet. You didn't think I was going to do a camping video without bacon, did you? That's it. I think we got lucky because it didn't rain last night. If it would have, we would have got wet. So one other thing I'd have done with this shelter, and this is again, you know, practice makes perfect. I don't get a lot of opportunity to practice. But the shelter's angled up about 5 feet, and it angles in about 3 feet. And I really needed to bring it in to this next maple right here. That would have brought it in about 4 feet, and that would have been just enough to keep the rain off us if it would have rained. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the comments and support.